Welcome back to The Observable Unknown, a place where science, interior life, and experience meet without shouting over one another. Tonight's Mailbag Installment number 12 arrives quietly, yet it carries the weight of years. Let me read the letter in full. Dr. Rey, I've been struggling with deep depression for a few years now. I've tried SSRIs, psilocybin, ketamine, and nothing has given me lasting results. I'm successful in my career as an HR rep. I have an okay family and a decent friends circle. My fiancé tells me it's because my house is cluttered. I like collecting things and they do take up space, but I don't think of myself as a hoarder. Could he be right? Could my environment be weighing me down? Sincerely, Grace H. Grace, thank you for your clarity and for your restraint. You're not dramatizing, you're observing. Let's begin by removing a quiet cruelty from the conversation. Depression is not a moral failure. It is not laziness. It is not ingratitude wearing a disguise. It's often a nervous system living in conditions it cannot resolve. Your brain doesn't stop at the skull. Neuroscience has been telling us this for decades, though popular culture remains slow to listen. Research by Esther Sternberg at the University of Arizona demonstrates that chronic environmental stressors elevate baseline cortisol and impair emotional regulation. These stressors are not limited to trauma or workload. They include sensory saturation and unresolved visual complexity. Cognitive psychologist Daniel Levitin has shown that visual clutter competes for neural representation in the prefrontal cortex, reducing cognitive flexibility and increasing fatigue. The brain treats excess stimuli as unfinished business. This isn't about neatness, it's about load. Your mind is always calculating what to do with what it sees. I have to tell you, objects are not the enemy, so please listen carefully, Grace, because this matters. Your fiancé isn't necessarily right in the way the word clutter suggests. Clutter implies removal, it implies moral judgment, it also implies shame. The nervous system doesn't ask us to remove meaning, it asks us to organize meaning spatially. Anthropologist Edward T. Hall, who developed the field of proxemics, showed that humans experience space as an extension of themselves. When space lacks hierarchy, the self struggles to prioritize. You do not need fewer objects, you need clearer relationships with them and between them. Environmental psychology offers a very gentle intervention. Studies by Sally Augustin, a researcher in person-centered design, show that reconfiguring space often produces measurable improvements in mood and executive function without discarding possessions. When objects are grouped by narrative rather than by accumulation, the brain relaxes. Movement restores agency. Repositioning items allows the hippocampus to remap the environment. That remapping reduces background vigilance. The nervous system no longer feels surrounded by unresolved signals. This is why rearranging a room can feel like breathing after being underwater. Psychiatrist Peter Sterling, known for his work on allostasis, reminds us that systems fail when demands exceed adaptive capacity. Your depression may not be signaling despair, it may be signaling saturation. You're carrying too much meaning without structure. When meaning floats everywhere, it weighs everywhere. Grace, I'm not prescribing minimalism. I'm not advocating erasure. I'm suggesting something much more dignified. Begin by moving things, one shelf at a time, one surface. Ask what belongs together. Ask what deserves prominence. Then ask what can rest without asking anything from you. If at any point you wish for guidance through this process, I offer a practice called Full Spectrum Spatial Realignment. It's a clinically informed method that treats space as a partner in regulation rather than a battlefield. We don't purge, we compose. Depression often lifts not when life changes, but when life becomes legible again. You're not failing time, you're not failing effort. You may simply be living inside a story that's lost its paragraphs. Thank you, Grace, for your honesty, and thank you, my dear listeners, for your attention today. If this reflection speaks to you, please write to me directly at theobservableunknown@gmail.com or text me at 336-675-5836. And wherever you've listened to this mailbag installment, please leave a rating and a review. Your words help carry this message into ears that perhaps have not yet heard what can be known. Until next time, this has been The Observable Unknown.